Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back. Brandon again. The holiday season, we all struggle to find gifts for those who lift. And it's not like we can just write free coupons for spots anymore. Those don't go as far as they used to. And even if we do find a perfect gift for someone, it's always too expensive or not in stock. So in today's video, I'm gonna highlight 5 things that are under $100 and should be orderable as of the time of this video. So let's get to it. All right, so our first gift is also our cheapest one at just over $12 after discount, which will be linked in the description box below. This is the original dead wedge. I believe this was the first product like this to the market. There's a bunch of knockoffs these days, but this is the first one that I reviewed 7 years ago. So the exact same one. It's held up extremely well, as you can tell, which is one of the things I really like about it. It's so durable and so portable. So as the name implies, dead wedge, it's meant for deadlifting. You would roll the weight up this ramp. It sits in the cradle, elevating the rest of the weights off the floor, and then you can continue to load a ton of weight. You can go 700, 800 pounds. Haven't had this thing cause any issues. The nice thing about it being portable is it's not gonna take up the same amount of size as a full-on deadlift jack, which can get pretty big, pretty heavy, and pretty expensive, or even a mini jack in some circumstances. Whether your commercial gym doesn't have one, or maybe you just don't have the floor space at home, or maybe you don't want to spend a couple of $100s on something that's going to lift the weight up and you've been using change plates instead. This thing works really well because it holds the weights in place, fits in a gym bag, or even more importantly, a stocking. So great stocking stuffer, low on investment, won't break the bank, and won't break your back using it. All right, next up on our gift list are wrist wraps. These are the Phantom wraps from Pioneer. They start at $25 after discount. They come in 3 different sizes from 12 to 24 to 36. And I've gone through a lot of wrist wraps over the years, as many other people have as well. One of the things you'll find is they tend to break down a lot, especially with the thumb loops and some of the Velcro on there and just fraying in general. These Phantom wraps have held up extremely well. And at first I actually thought they were too hard and too tight. They're very cast-like initially, and after a week they break in really nice without losing their stretchiness. So I'm a really big fan of these, and I think you will be too. And again, these are small enough that it'll really fit in a stocking quite easily. And most people either have wrist wraps that stink or breaking or whatever, or just looking for something new to mix it up. These are a great option at $25. All right, next on our list at $50 are these Rogue aluminum collars, which I've been using a lot, especially for deadlifts. Now, I've used a lot of collars, and traditionally I'm more of a lockjaw type guy. But after using these on the recommendation of Coop from Garage Gym Reviews, who did a complete comparison of almost every collar out there, and these came out the winner, I've got to say I've really switched my mind. Now, these are more expensive at $50, which I think is a good reason they make a good gift, right? $50 is a good cutoff point for a lot of people. Plus, not a lot of people who actually train and lift by themselves are going to splurge on a $50 set of collars. And I think these ones work extremely well, especially for things like deadlifts when you are potentially dropping the weight some. These tend to not let the weights move because the fit on them is super tight, which is great. And again, small enough to fit in a stocking potentially, but nice enough where the person who's going to get them are going to be very impressed with what you got them, because they're pretty sweet being aluminum collars. All right, so for just a few dollars more, you can get what in my opinion are the best knee sleeves in the market, which are the Stoic brand ones. These retail for $60, but after discount, they're down to $55. I'll link that in the description box below. And I find these very comparable to SBD, but at about half the price. And knee sleeves are a great option for a lot of people because chances are the person that you're thinking of has knee sleeves that reek. They're old, they're smelly, they smell like those nacho cheese Doritos, and they could really use a fresh pair. Or maybe they just want a tighter fitting pair and they don't want to spend the money themselves. For $55, you really can't beat these. Now, if you are buying these for somebody else, my general rule of thumb for them is find out whatever knee sleeves they're wearing now, find out the size, and go one size smaller. These tend to be a little bit more stretchy, so you can really get into some of their smaller sizing. But again, for $55, you'll be hard pressed to find a better knee sleeve. All right, so last on our gift list is also the most expensive, but probably the best gift in my opinion. The gift of a belt goes a long way, especially a Pioneer belt, which in my opinion also is the best belt that you can buy. Now, I know what you're probably thinking, yeah, Brandon, they're nice, but with all the custom embroidery and whatnot, they do get pretty expensive, and they definitely do. My discount code of BASEMENT will definitely help alleviate some of that pain, but they also have a stock belt page, and I've been giving several of these away on Instagram already, but a stock belt from them is basically just a pre-configured belt, meaning that you get your choice of 10 or 13 millimeter, Pioneer cut, which is an adjustable prong or lever, and some predetermined colors. So you don't have a lot of customization involved in it, but because of that, it keeps the price down. And after discount, the costs there start around $78 and go up to a little bit over $100. So definitely a lot of nice options for people. So why might you want to get a belt for someone? Well, chances are maybe they just have an old belt that's getting older. Maybe they want a different thickness belt. Maybe they have a prong and they want to try a lever, or maybe they have a lever and want to try a prong. You have a couple of options this way. If you're not sure which one to get, for most people, I would suggest going with the 10mm Pioneer cut, which is the adjustable prong again, because it lets you really do a lot of stuff, and the 10mm isn't really going to hurt anyone's ribs too bad. But otherwise, if they have an existing belt, I would try to mirror the sizing that they have. So there you go, 5 gifts under $100, all of which are in stock at the time of filming. I checked, I swear. That'll go a long way with the spotter in your life. Now, if you do decide to get any of these and use the links in the description box below, I do get a kickback from that, so I appreciate that. I got my own family and kids they buy presents for, so that money helps. Just know that all of these products I've tested, I've used, I've reviewed. You can find them going back years on my channel, and it's not something I'm just linking because I get some money based off an affiliation I have with it. If you have any questions on these gifts or want some more specifics on them, let me know in the comment section below. Or if you have some other good gift ideas under $100 that people can get, make sure you leave those down there as well. In the meantime, as always, thanks for watching, happy holidays, and stay big.